All right, what is up, everyone? We are back. You've made it to course number 27 of playing the #1 course in all 50 states. We're in Iowa. Let's get into it. All right, we've got Wildcat Bluff today. I've heard a lot about this course. Jake Hebenheimer told me this course is super sick. Based on UDisc, it looks incredible. Looks really hard, long wooded holes, which is actually gonna be nice because the wind, it's kind of been a theme this trip. The wind is just unreal. So a lot of wind today. The first hole looks fairly open and maybe until you get to the basket, but I'm hoping if we're in the woods, it won't be as windy. It's just gonna be really difficult to navigate the woods. So before we get started, I want to say thank you. If you're subscribed or even just watching this video as your first video you've seen of ours, I want to thank you. Without your guys' support, I would not be able to be out on the road doing this. So I'm super thankful for this opportunity, and I really cannot thank you guys enough for the support you've shown the channel. All right, we're gonna get right into it because this course is popping right now. Hole 1, we're looking at a 435-foot par 3. It's down and to the right. I don't know how tucked or anything. This tree right in the middle, we're basically just going to try to forehand around, land in the middle of the field, find the basket from there. 3 off the start, totally fine. It's pretty low. I think it should be fine. Out in the middle. We're going to go an ounce more stable here because it is kind of headwindy, and we're going to play it tighter to the tree just to see if the different line is better. Oh, it's got to get through. Nope. All right, playing the first. All right, I went a little quick there because there was a group getting ready to tee off, but I was like, it's like a group of 3, so I was like, let me just jump out in front. But if you haven't ever watched these videos before, I always do 2 off the top and then normal stroke play from there, just so you can kind of know how this works. Honestly, not a bad shot though. Could have played it tighter to the tree, got to the middle. I think backhand turnover with something like stable that fades out is definitely like the way to park this basket. But got a little upshot here. Yeah. This might be the easiest hole based on what I looked at UDisc. And by easiest hole, I meant like probably in relation to getting a par. This is tough. Okay. All right. Maybe I lied. What the heck is this? All right. All right. That was weird. All right, now that we have a little bit of separation between them and me now, I can talk a little bit more. I was definitely thinking that this was going to be Pickard Park, Iowa's #1 course, just because of the notoriety. It's a pro tour stop, but everything I've heard about this course is like, nah, this is undoubtedly the best. So I'm looking forward to it. It's on a campground, but it's public park. Wind's blowing. I think we're good. But I don't know, tough wooded. I'm not generally good at the tough wooded, but here we are. Hole 2, looks like a par 4, 388 feet. Let me see where it's at. Geez, the wind is blowing hard. Okay, so we are playing up and to the right, which is good news. So I'm just gonna go, it's only 388 feet, so I'm just gonna try to go big forehand, basically just get to the top of the hill and hope I can see the basket from there. All right, I think we're gonna go racer. I've been throwing this pretty well the last few days / states. I'm hoping this just kind of hits flat. I just want to pure this gap flat and then let the late flight stability do its thing. Get around that tree, please. Yes. Okay, that was a little tighter than I wanted it, but we got clean. All right, I don't think you'll be able to see it. Yeah, more middle of the gap would have been ideal. Got probably like 150 into the basket, but it's just tucked to the right, so something stable. I'm going zone. Just hope I get clean. I think that's really good. A 10-footer. Not too bad at all. Tell you what, these DGA, what are they, Mach X? These Mach X's are popular among these courses. DGA baskets in general. All right, a few things. Because there's people at the front and I was trying to move quick, I just forget stuff. So now that I've got some time to like process and not be like scared to talk in front of people, one, I want someone to let me know how many tournaments they run out here or how often, because honestly, based on the first 2 holes, I'm sure this course is pretty consistent. I would totally play one out here. This is a beautiful course so far, and literally only 2 holes in, but so fun. And then, like, so far it's been fair as far as lines go. Like yesterday, I played Wisconsin, Sandy Point. It was just short, technical, wooded, not a lot of lines on a lot of the holes. So this is a cool course so far. I like what's going on. 2, I failed to mention at hole 1, they only have 21 hole layouts. Normally I just try to stick to the 18, but last week I actually did like 24 holes or something like that. This one, they literally only have 21 hole layouts. So we're getting 21 holes in today, which means should hopefully be able to score decent, or maybe just maybe not score as bad, but there's that. And then lastly, geez, I just keep forgetting stuff. Again, for the new people, I don't think I said this. I play from the longest or hardest tee pads typically. There's been a couple courses where the shorter layout has been the #1 rated, so I've played that layout. However, I typically play from the long. So we're playing from the blues today. It's about just over 8,000 feet, wooded. That's pretty tough. Now we're moving on. I'll stop talking for a bit. Hole 3, 281 feet, it looks like, or 225 feet. It's just up and to the right. Probably still gonna go fairway up there, just because it's playing quite a bit uphill. All right, I think we're gonna go Captain's Raptor, because I don't have to hit this hard to get up the hill. I can just hit it flat and know that like the stability of this disc is gonna work. It's tough too. I'm ready for a backhand hole, weirdly. I'm a big forehand guy, but I hate throwing forehands early because it just like, I don't warm up, so it just shreds my elbow. So it actually already kind of hurts right now, especially because I'm playing big course after big course, so like my arm is just tired anyways. But you know, throwing 2 big forehands off 1, 1 off 2. Now, this isn't a big forehand, but still off 3 is like, my arm is tired already. Go in the basket. Dang it. I have a really bad case of AMIs. I thought this had a chance, and I'm probably 12 short. Like it didn't stand a chance. There we go. All right, a couple things to note. I forgot hole 2 was a par 4, so I just birdie. So I'm 2 down through 3. I hope that lasts. I don't think it will, based on this fairway right here. Hole 4 is 490 foot par 4, which is nice. It looks like it's just steep hyzer. Throw something, on hyzer hard. Try to get clean, and then ideally see the basket from there. But I don't know. But it is a par 4, so as long as we get clean here, I think 4 is manageable. All right, we're just gonna go right. I don't know if it's better to throw, just throw a fairway for a placement or something, but we're gonna go here. Basically, there's one skinny tree in the middle, like right here-ish maybe. If he was gone, this hole would be so much easier. Oh yeah, stop. Okay, I got clean, but yeah, I think fairway would have been the move, because if I could have just hit that line but played something shorter, I'd be in the middle as opposed to being like up on that high side, kind of maybe pinched. Yeah, fairway was definitely the move. I really have nothing. I'm probably just gonna shoot a forehand through here, kind of a little pitch up, maybe like touch aggressive, but not really, because there's really no way to get to the basket. It's like right in between these trees. I don't think I can go backhand either because of this guy, so I think it's just forehand. Yes. And we're in the next grouping of trees. All right, we were just going from one grouping of trees to the next. I'd probably go forehand if I wasn't on this guy. I'm just gonna try to jump putt, get up there, take our 4, move on. Or I might do this. All right, I think I'm gonna do this actually. A little patent pending. Get up. Okay, get down. All right, that's fine. All right, there's literally a bug like griefing my ear right now. It's really annoying. Hole 5, par 3. It's either 313 or 391. I don't know what location. It's in the A, so it's only 313. All right, I just had to walk down there just to confirm. Yeah, 313, definitely like a pushing hyzer shot. Don't want it to be flat, obviously, because you'll head that way, like straight into the woods, and you don't want it to be like too stable because you'll end up in the woods. So just like a pushing hyzer shot, something I can throw out smooth. Second thing, I love playing good for so many reasons, but one of like the sneaky ones is playing fast. Like I started this card at 12:55 and it's 1:23. So I mean, I'm averaging like 5-ish minutes a hole, which is so good. I don't know, I just like playing good because I can play fast. All right, we're gonna try to go hex here because I think I'd rather be short. I don't want to push something too long into the trees. So we're gonna go hex. This nice smooth hyzer, I'm not gonna try to kill it, but I don't know, hopefully throw it well. Sit. Oh, okay, I hit something. Good kick. I don't think I'm in a good spot, but good kick. All right, not the worst thing ever. Definitely not a birdie op from here. Might be like a little just kind of pitch out patent pending. I think had I had something like a new hex or something, or just a disc that's slightly more stable, or just put it on more hyzer, I think I could have funneled through. I got a great kick, all I have to say, but as far as birdie goes, I think it's out of the question unless I throw in. Okay. Never gave it a chance. Pretend I wasn't running that. I feel like these baskets are sitting really low. They also look really big. Like the chains almost go to the basket. All right, this hole looks incredibly difficult. Hole 6 is a par 5, 633 feet. Looks like it just kind of snakes. I don't know. Can't see the basket from here. I think this is gonna be stupid, but I'm gonna go flex, not flex, but like something understable or that will turn on the forehand and just try to get that full flight. If I can get clean, it'll probably be the best shot of my life. But I think it's the way I can get the furthest down there. I trust myself to hit this gap more on a forehand than I do a backhand. So I think the disc for the job is this newer Orbit Rive. I'm just gonna hit it flat. Should turn. If it gets clean, great. If not, scramble mode is turned on. Keep turning. Oh boy. Hit and fall. Oh boy. Okay. Wasn't the disc. All right, good news, bad news. We'll go bad news first. This is what I'm looking at. So, there's that. The good news, however, that kind of combats that, I now have 4 more shots to get to the basket. So, backhand was always the play. Glad I found it for one. That took quite some time. But I think I have Undertaker. I think I'm just gonna go, the biggest gap I have is up here, that general direction. Roller's not an option. There's really no actual throw. Even getting back up to like the fairway is tough. So we're gonna try to cut off some, but if I can get, let's say take 2 shots to get out of here, I still have 1 shot to get to the basket, 1 putt to make, and I can still get a 5, you know what I mean? So it's doable. I would love to get out of here in 1 because I don't like being in this, but we'll see. All right, there's 1. If you couldn't hear, smacked a tree. All right, we're gonna see how aggressive I can get. The basket is like this way, right? My only option to get like back to the fairway is right here. So I've got a zone that I might just pitch up here, or I have a captain's drafter that I might just try to be stupid and no, that's a terrible idea, right? We're just gonna go right there, right in the middle, yeah. So that's 3, pitch down 4, hopefully get a 5. All right, if you watch my in the bag, this is like exactly what I throw this watt for. Can't really throw forehand, but I need something that moves left to right, very, very short. Watt, just gonna try to throw it flat. This should do a little bit of turning, but if I miss on the left, we're fine. I just gotta get through this to give myself a chance at par. Exactly what I want. Now get down, please. Okay, meat on the bone for a putt. However, we do have a chance. All right, it's actually not that bad. Maybe 10 feet. So yeah, I threw 1 in the woods, 2 was also in the woods, 3 was out, 4 was this shot. So this is for par. Looked a little high to me. All right, we're staying clean so far. That one kind of took it out of me. Definitely would play that one a lot smarter next time. Hole 7, looking at a par 4, 410 feet. Looks relatively straight. So it's definitely just gonna be straight shot here. I mean, you gotta go 300 feet and that's it, and you're going, you know, you just have 100 into the basket. So gonna just throw my straightest disc, probably backhand. It's just really tight forehand to try to like flex something maybe. It's probably just backhand. This V tree on the right side, if I can miss that left or right, I think we're good. It's kind of my aiming spot. All right, I think we're gonna go trail. Try to hit it flat, maybe touch an anhyzer. I don't know, see what happens here. I want this disc to fly straight so bad. Get off that tree, come on. No way. If it misses that, it's so good. All right, scramble game activated. Par 4, so I guess I don't need to go crazy like I'm thinking about doing right now. I'm thinking about going Raptor, forehand, like flip up and just pushing. But I actually think I want something more stable. All right, we're basically just going one notch up with the FX2. Down to the right, I just have to miss, there's this dark skinny tree right in the middle. If that wasn't there, the shot would be so easy, but obviously it has to be, so scramble mode activated. Oh my gosh, go in the basket, please. No, I hit something right at the end. Oh, that was about to be, actually that probably would have cooked past the basket, but that was a really good shot. Honestly, that was a really good shot. If I miss this tree, we're skipping probably deep in the basket, but we're getting all the way there. Kind of a little straddle from circle 2, which I don't love. This is probably my lowest percentage putt. So probably gonna take a 4, but let's at least give it a chance. If I hit metal, I'll consider that a win. Oh, have mercy. And the roll. Whew. All right, kind of unfortunate to say the least. Honestly, had the height and the line. This isn't a far putt, but it's definitely longer than I would like for a par. That, I mean, yeah, that's just bad putt. Yes. It's a tough day when you don't have confidence in the putt. All right, we got a little shorty guy, hole 8, 228. Short doesn't make it not hard. Definitely forehand, just get something to skip. I might go justice just because I don't need all that distance and I'm still gonna get the stability. Definitely zone's definitely not the play here. Oh, it's pretty inside, get clean, sit down. Good night. All right, I think had I hit my line, would have been really good. Unfortunately, they have a few feathers on this one. It's like I'm deep circle 1, so I can't step or anything, but definitely a good chance here. This guy right here, not that it made me miss, but it made me think about the putt a lot more, or maybe not think about the putt a lot more. Bummer. All right, last one on the front 9, hole 9, I guess the first 9 because there's 21, but the front 9, hole 9, 351, you're playing, I mean, pretty much straight. You're throwing backhand turnover, something that fades back. I think it's sitting up and to the left some, so throw a backhand kind of turnover shot. I don't know. This is a tough shot actually, but I was just thinking about it because when I was looking, I was thinking about throwing backhand turnover anyways before I even really knew where the basket was at. I think the remainder of this video, I'm going to throw the shot that I think majority of professionals would throw. Not the shot that I think is my highest percentage, but a shot that I think, yeah, like a majority of the professionals, if they just looked at this hole, they're like, this is the shot I'm throwing. I think we're gonna do that for the rest. All right, I think I'm gonna go turn. It's a little bit of headwind, but I think that's fine because I just wanna make sure it does turn. I don't wanna throw something too stable and then it not and be somewhere in this nastiness over here. You know what I mean? Yes. Get stable now. Okay, clean over the hill. A little low, but I think higher I just would have kept turning. It was kind of getting stable, I think, at the end, but par 3? Ah, dang, probably par. All right, actually probably could have clubbed down. It took me a second to find it. It's a little deceiving. Where the basket's at, it's definitely more like on the tee pad, it's more to the right than the sign shows. But we're in here, we got a putt. It's gonna be tough. Stab at it. Oh my gosh. That was one of the weirder putts ever. I don't know if you could see that. I was literally like, I was leaning back and like, I was almost pushing backwards as I was putting to try to like make room. Honestly, given where I was there, like I was in circle, 2 would have been great, but I think three's just fine. I basically could have thrown something like a 9-speed or something. Okay, this hole's pretty crazy. Par 3, 408 feet. It is out, you know, you throw it straight and then it's like 90 degrees down the hill. This one, you could throw a forehand and I think it would be fine, but to a certain point, it's gonna start coming like almost back around. So I think this might be stupid, and I don't know if it's the high like majority pros would throw this. I'm gonna go backhand turnover, flat with probably like the detour. Just hope it turns and just keeps like holding all the way down the hill. This is either going to be the shot of my life, or I'm probably never gonna see this disc again. No idea where that went. Yanked it. I have zero clue where that disc is. Okay. All right, somehow I found it. Not bad. I literally just happened to walk like right in the woods, there it is, to where it was. I no idea where it went in, no idea where it came out, but stumbled right on it. All right, I'm kind of getting some garbage angles for you today, so I apologize for that, but I think we're gonna go chop forehand. I meant to put the Berg back in the bag because I lost the Berg X in South Dakota, I think. And so I meant to put the Berg back in the bag, which would have been perfect for this shot, but we're gonna go zone. Ooh, can I go hyzer? Actually, I don't think you'll see this. You might see it fall. I'm just gonna go hyzer. It's a little less touchy. Okay, a little more touchy. This is like one of my biggest things about woods golf that I don't like, is that there's like never any flat ground to set the camera. This is probably not the play, to be honest with you, but probably gonna get a bogey anyways, so. Now sit. All right. In circle. A little anhyzer is what I wanted, but I've struggled putting with anhyzer recently. So anyway, this is what, yeah, woods. This tree right here is blocking like the right half of the basket. There's never not something in the way. Okay, first smudge or blemish or whatever you want to call it on the scorecard. Back to 1 down, still under par. I'd like to keep it that way. Dude, hole 11 is 500 feet. Plays downhill. I'll move the camera so you can see it. Plays downhill like the whole way. I think I'm gonna go flex forehand. This would be a sweet shot to execute. You'll see once I move you. I think I'm gonna go my more stable destroyer because I am throwing it downhill on anhyzer. It's gonna hold a little more. So if I go anything more understable, it's probably just gonna dump. Oh, I forgot I cut my head off. So that's what we're gonna try to do. Oh, I just got, oh, get a lift. Skip. Oh, dang it. That was almost really good. All right, literally 2 feet higher and we're probably, okay, I don't want to say park, that's pretty ambitious, but definitely on this high side putting from, I'm guessing circle. Long look here. It's kind of weird because I want to jump, but this plays above. So I got to make sure I jump like high enough, basically. That was so awkward, no way. Oh, that probably looks so dumb on the camera. All right, honestly, all things considered, given the hole, I think a 3 is good because I'm sure there's a ton of people that get caught up on the side of the fairway. So I'll take it. Okay, hole 12, 331 par 3. Playing down the hill where these guys are kind of playing catch. So it's a tough situation because I want to yell 4 and then I'm going to hit one of these first trees and they're going to be like, what, this guy's an idiot. Or I'm not going to say anything and I'm going to pure the line. So I don't really know what to do. I'm going to give him a second, but I mean, it's just tunnel on this side, flat forehand that's just gonna get stable at the end. Kind of a fun shot, honestly. All right, they saw me. Going H3, little flat, should get the stability. It's 330 playing way downhill, but I thought about throwing the Raptor, but I think the Raptor would be too straight, potentially turn. So I think this is the guy. That's gonna go in the basket. Never mind, that just went like 100 feet deep, too straight. All right, part of me loves the shot. Part of me wishes I would have gone either maybe Captain's Raptor and just hit it flat, or like the Orange Justice and still kind of hit that same angle I hit this one, but it wouldn't have gone as far and like push straight, still have the stability. I'm glad I made it out. That's really the big thing. Long jumper here for birdie, but par's fine, I think, on this one. Oh. Dang it. Sorry. All right, I wanted that one pretty bad. Hole 13 is a 417, it says. Yeah, 417, par 4. You're just throwing something up and hyzering, and then it kind of snakes back the other way. Just gonna try to two-shot this, get a birdie, not try to do anything too crazy. Like, it's only 400, so theoretically I just gotta go 200, 200, and I have a 17-foot putt. So I'm gonna go Athena, hyzer, just nice and smooth, get it over. Probably gonna be a forehand in, maybe? It might be straight, I don't know. But we'll see. Oh, great skip back to the fairway too. That's just fine, I think. All right, I actually pushed it a little too far. Get off me. Probably could have went like Captain's Raptor or something and thrown it hard and got down here. This is not a bad spot. It's a tough angle though to get in. I'm gonna go Justice. Probably should go Captain's Raptor again. This could have just been a Captain's Raptor hole, but Cena's in a fine spot, I guess. But pitch up, probably take another. Well, actually, this is a par 3. This is a par 4. Okay, it's par 4. Okay, that makes me feel better, actually. Skip. Oh, come on. Okay. All right, that was definitely not the best kick I could have received right there. Do have a line. It's long though. It's probably gonna be a 4, but we'll see. Come on. Oh, long sit, please. Kind of thought that had a chance. Okay, very slow back 9 so far. What did I just get? 13 was a 4th. We are on 14, 479 foot par 4. It looks like it's some backhand turnover that fades back, but I don't have 479. So I think, I know I talk about doing what the pros do, but I think even like some would just throw forehand out here, especially being a par 4. Forehand out, let it skip, then you're throwing down into the basket. Yeah, just try to piece it up. It's gonna hit something probably. Wow. Yeah, that was lucky. Backhand might be the cleaner line, I think, but still pretty tough. Right here we have 179, it looks like, to the basket. I'm gonna go high, kind of chop hyzer or anhyzer forehand and just kind of let the zone just pan out almost. Uh-oh, fall. Should've went something less stable. Probably could have thrown like the hex there or something, or I don't know. Or just more angle. I think I'm due for a highlight putt. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. This tree, there's just always a tree right in front of the basket. This tree literally just, it's actually really annoying. All right, we're gonna go kind of lofty, hyzer. Try to, if I just miss the tree soft enough, it should go in. Oh, let's go. I told you, hyzer soft enough. I was due for a highlight. We hit it. Skirt. All right, back to 200 par. That feels good, and I think that's why I typically play pretty well in these like 50 state videos, is because I'm talking through the shot, like every single shot. And so I think like that just like makes me like focus a little more rather than just playing like a casual round where you're just slinging a bunch of shots at a hole, you know what I mean? So I think that actually is helping me play better. It's just talking through the shots like that. That's all I have to say about that. Hole 15, par 3, 215, it looks like we're in the A location, which is nice. Right up the hill, yeah, way up the hill. Probably playing like 250, I'm guessing, but good shot here. All right, we're gonna club up here. I'm gonna go Raptor, straight Raptor. It's my only Raptor right now, actually, but straight Raptor, because I think part of me wants, like, I could just go Justice or Captain's Raptor, like Anheuser forehand, but it's hard to throw Anheuser with that much height and get it there. So I think because this is less stable and it's faster, I'm gonna throw it a little flatter. That way I can like make sure I hit the height right to get there, if that makes sense. Kick off that tree. Not that way. Dang it, I thought that would turn. Yeah, I definitely thought that would turn more. Gonna have to do a little patent pending action right up, because I'd love to jump up, but this thing's kind of in the way. I pulled it. All right, this is a little further putt than I would like for one of these POVs. Thank you. All right, this is a fun one. Hole 16, is that right? We're on 16 already? Yeah, geez. Hole 16, 230 feet, dead straight. It is just your straightest. Unfortunately for me, I don't really have a straight putter. I need to put the Berg in the bag. I need to put the Proxy in the bag. And so, probably, I don't know what to throw here, but a straight disc. All right, we're gonna go with my Link. I don't think this is the best option because I don't throw these ever. I just putt with these, but I don't have just a dead straight putter, which is why I need that Proxy in the bag. So we're gonna see. Just give it the little hyzer, because I don't know how flippy these are. They're pretty beat up because I putt with them for everything, so we'll see. No! Do it, do it, do it, do it. Oh my, deep. All right, well I just threw that. I mean, it's playing a little downhill, but I just threw that 250 feet, or way longer than that. Probably 270? I'm about a 40 deep. Positive, negative. Positive, that did go really straight, and it did go far, but that's also the negative, is that it went really far. Swing. No. Okay, par, what I'm guessing is the easiest hole in the course. Doesn't feel good, especially when I thought I threw a good shot. I mean, it wasn't a bad shot, I just went super, super far. So, there's that. Hole 17 is, what is it? It's a 564-foot par 4. I don't know the line. It looks like it plays down to the right, but I'm not 100%. I don't really want to throw a forehand. It looks relatively straight on the tee sign. I kind of just want to go like backhand turnover. I don't know. Because forehand's way too tight over here. But like I need to throw something, I can't throw something flat and get over there. Like it has to be like turning with some stability back. So I don't know. All right, I think we're gonna go Crave here. I'm just gonna hit out flat. Should get some turn, but I think it's still stable enough. I might need a new one of these eventually, that it's gonna fight. I think backhand turnover is just the safest play, unfortunately. Good lift. That's actually great if it sits. Okay, I want to throw that higher, but I think lower is good because now I'm short, but I'm in the middle of the fairway. So I can just find the basket from there, hopefully, maybe make a play for birdie. This is a bad spot. Okay, well, let me rephrase that. This is not a great spot. I'm in the fairway, which is great, sure, but you definitely, if that could have stayed up and I could have got like an extra 120 feet, it'd be way easier to hit this gap with the basket sitting right in. I'm gonna try to go Falk. I don't know, I just need to get through this like next grouping of trees, pitch up, take a 4. That's my ideal situation for this hole. Okay. I don't think that's a great spot. Kind of thought that would turn. Let's go see where it's at. Okay, not a terrible spot. Not ideal, like we said. Probably gonna have to go to a knee, which I don't want to do, but here we are. This will be a mega highlight putt. I don't even know. I don't think you could see me. Oh my gosh. Oh! I figured there was a 0% chance of that going in once it hit the top, but it bounced around enough times that I got convinced that it just might. Dang. Honestly, good bid. All things considered, good par. It was a mediocre shot to decent putt to par. Okay, last one. Oh, just kidding. It is not the last one. Hole 18, par 3, 295 feet. Nice straight shot. You can go backhand, you can go forehand. I think I am gonna go forehand though, because I would rather err and miss up on the high right than fade too early or kick and shoot down basically back into the last fairway that we just played. All right, I think we're going H3. I would just love the same flight on whatever that super downhill hole was. If I could just get that straight pushing, if it hyzers at the end, fine. But I just want this to go as straight as possible. Get off, get off. Wow, that was so lucky. Very short. Okay, well not very, but shorter than I thought the H3 would go. Kind of hit some stuff, so there's that. I also didn't really get any turn out of it. It was mostly just like pushing hyzer almost, so I guess there's that. Putt to make. I really would like to give this a run, but it's downhill off the back, so I don't want to like hit part of the basket, pop up and just roll. So soft bid here. We'll go with the soft bid. Oh my gosh. Let's go. I did not expect to make that. Okay, 2 down now with 19, 20, 21 to play. That hole right there, if I was playing against me in a tournament after that hole, and maybe like I threw a similar shot, but it got knocked down and you end up taking a bogey, I would be so mad at me for that birdie. That was the most unwarranted luck birdie I think I've ever gotten. I'll take it, put it on the scorecard, but I did not deserve that. Hole 19, 226, we're in the A location, 226, looks like you go backhand or forehand. I thought about maybe going forehand this way, but I don't want to play something too far down the hill if I leave it high, so I actually might just go backhand flat and let the disc kind of come back, but it's probably another easy one. All right, we're gonna try something. I'm not usually a big standstill guy in general, but also off the tee. Well, I'm just gonna try to go flat, Ricky Proto putter to the basket. Inside, dang it. I didn't want to throw it too hard like I did the, whatever that hole was, I just babied it. All right, kind of a nice little death putt here. It plays like, oh shoot, what hole is that? Maybe, I don't think it's Waco. It plays downhill, it's a Pro Tour course, plays downhill, there's road OB and there's like woods here, and I think in like Paul Macbeth Prime, he hit like a huge putt or something, but I think because of the birdie on the last hole that I don't feel like I really deserved, I'm gonna go ahead and just run this. Sit. Oh, yes! That was stressful. Hole 20, we're looking at a 609-foot par 4. It's just way down there. Can't see it. Probably going to be a big forehand. That's just kind of the way the fairway plays. And then I think it does kind of come back a little bit. So I'll probably throw that Orange Destroyer again, or just something stable like that. That's going to flex, but I know like throwing downhill on Anheuser, it will pan out. Okay, it hit something, but I don't know where it went after that. All right, I really can't ask for a better spot. I'm sure you can see it on the camera, but I couldn't see it fall. But we're right in the middle. We got a good little ways to the basket, that's for sure. Like, had I could have gotten like maybe to the bridge or something and jump putt or just shorter throw. But we're gonna go zone, pretty much just hit it straight at par 4 so we can get a birdie here. Just gotta get clean through a lot of this. Oh boy. Yeah. Kind of thought I could get lucky after it got lucky right off. Just pulled that one. Kind of had a little more turn. Kind of headwindy, but. All right, we've gotten close on some jumpers today. I'd love to see one go in. That one on the way downhill one that just hit like the nub, that one hurt for sure. Probably pretty similar distance. So I'm gonna try to do the same thing, just a little shorter, I guess. I babied the heck out of that, dude. Isn't that the worst when you're literally like, it's not even out of your hands yet, and you're like, it's not going in. Jeez, kind of held on that one a little longer than I was anticipating. Bro, these bugs are crazy. Last one here, hole 21, par 3, dang, 369 feet. You just want to throw your straightest forehand disc that is going to get stable at the end of the flight. It's sitting tucked. Basically, first things first, you got to get as far as you can straight, and then, yeah, just have that fade. Wow, that turned a lot. Whoa. Okay, actually, I think I'm still putting. Two things. That orange destroyer, sad, because that turned a lot. I don't know if I threw it on Anheuser or flat or what happened. Two, I'm pretty sure I'm deep in the basket, so that was cool. All right, that was actually a really good shot. This is for 4 down, not bad. Did really good at keeping it clean. Didn't get off the fairway except for a few holes, but even then I was able to scramble. Let's make this putt. Head back to the van, get out of these bugs. Nope. Yeah. I didn't think it was gonna miss short. I thought I was gonna miss left, which I could think if it had the height it would have, but finished with a 3, no big deal. Let's go back to the van. We don't need to stand around. Okay, that is it for Wildcat Bluff. That was actually a super fun course, and I think because it was wooded and challenging, but it was fair. Like, I think there was maybe one hole where I was like, there's not really a line to the basket. You know what I mean? So I think other than that one hole, everything, like, it was tough, challenging, but it was fair. Like, if you threw a good shot, you were rewarded. If you threw a bad shot, I mean, there's always the chance to get lucky, but you're probably gonna be punished. I was just fortunate enough to not throw that many bad shots today, so I'll certainly take that, but let's get into the ratings here. Up first, as always, is the course name, Wildcat Bluff. I think we're gonna rate this one pretty good because I think it's just a very fitting name. Like, if you said, hey, let's go play Wildcat Bluff, and I never heard of it and hadn't looked at UDisc like I did prior to this, I would assume it would be a wooded course, long wooded course like it was. So I think it's a very fitting name. I think for that, I'm gonna go 8.3. I need to write it down, but I'm gonna go 8.3 there. And I think that could even be low, honestly, for it, but that's just the gut instinct, so I'm gonna keep it. All right, up next is the accessibility. This is, I think it's on a campground, but it's free to play public course. That's incredible. I think it does close. I think there was gates, if I remember, at the campground or like at the entrance. So I'm gonna give that the flat 9.0 is kind of the going rate for those. But super, super fun course for being free. Like, you don't see a course like this be free that often. So super, super cool. Okay, next up is the quality of the course. I don't know if they had a storm blow through. Obviously it's been crazy, crazy windy, but there was a lot of trees or not trees, but branches and leaves and other things just like scattered in pretty much every single fairway, which I think is what you get with wooded courses. You know, that's going to happen, but it was like, I don't want to say it was excessive, but it was on, I feel like just about every single hole there was something. So I think for that, I'm gonna go 8.1. And again, that one could probably be a little lower too, but still, it was like at least noticeable enough. Actually, you know what? I am gonna change my answer here. I'm gonna give it a couple bumps for the 8.3 because the quality of the course too. I'm just forgetting this. The quality of the course too is the layout, the tee pads. They had benches and brooms on, I think, every single tee pad. or at least enough for me to remember that they did have a lot of them. So that's gonna go, I'm gonna give that a couple point bump to go 8.3 there. I'll give it a couple points for that. And then lastly, my enjoyment of the course. I played well, which I normally don't play super well in the woods. Really my only issues, like I didn't really struggle off the tee except for a few holes, I guess, but it was just putting on a few holes like I missed and got, I won't say unlucky. That the one with the H3, I'll remember that one for a while. Just hitting like the nub of the basket. Not a great feeling, but so I won't say I got unlucky on a lot of them, but a couple of them, I think, I don't know. But I think I'm gonna go 8.4 for that. I had a good time. If I lived in the area, I would play this course all the time, especially if it was free to play like it is. So I can't imagine, like I would get crazy rounds out here. I'd probably be a lot better than I am if I played this course regular, because you have to get good at hitting gaps and throwing like the right shot shape. So I had a good time. All right, the battery died as I was talking, so just change that. Let me average the scores real quick. All right, we're looking at a contender here at an 8.5. That's a huge score. I wouldn't say this late in the game because we're just over halfway done, but that's certainly gonna hold. I think I'll put them all up on the screen for you so you can see where I'm at here, but I think that is definitely top 5. It could even be like top 3 potentially, but I mean, it holds true. This course was an absolute blast to play, free to play, all around incredible. If you're in the area and you want to go play Pickard Park, sure, go play that, but make the drive. It's probably a couple hours at least. Make the drive to come play this course because it is so much fun. I would love to play it again, but we are off to Illinois to play Delwood Disc Golf Course. That one I've heard a lot about. Looking forward to it. If you've been following along, I want to thank you so much if you're subscribed. I want to thank you if you're not subscribed. I encourage you to subscribe because it's without you guys, I wouldn't be able to do this. So your guys' support and viewership and like just everything helps me stay out on the road. And this is what I love doing. I hope you guys enjoy watching it. So I'm very appreciative of that. But that is all I've got for you today. Like I said, we're off to Illinois. We will see you next Friday. Ozark Mountain Disc to the moon.